Hey, beautiful souls. This is your girl, Kiz.
And this is Dan.
And we are the DeBlazays. Welcome to Kizzylicious Global Channel. Look, we love that you are here joining with us. And so this channel is all about love. It's all about lifestyles, all about challenging yourself. It's all about high frequency. And it's all about living abroad, okay?
And don't forget, Kizzy, it's all about that swirl life as well. We live that swirl life for real. Don't get it twisted, everybody. That's what we do. So
and the swirl love, and we're just gonna jump in and tell you about that swirl love if you're interested in that swirl love.
Yeah, because basically this is gonna be the video that we launch our channel with. We just hope that you enjoy our content. Please like, subscribe, and share this video.
Yes.
And this is basically just us telling us about what we do and how we actually met and what brought us on this journey up to this point in 2026.
Yes. You know, we actually met on the chat line, you guys.
We did. We met on the chat line.
We met on the chat line when it wasn't no Tinder, or it wasn't no online.
No apps, no scrolling, none of that stuff.
You could still catfish, but you still had right. to show yourself in person. Huh?
That's what it is.
So,
because she didn't know what I was, I didn't know what she was. You know, we just went in blind. So
yeah.
I could tell the story real fast. So pretty much, what happened is that one of Kizzy's aunties gave her the chat line number, and one of my friends gave me the chat line number. I don't think we've ever done this before, so this is something new. And basically, the way it worked is you leave a message about yourself, and then the other person can go through the messages and hear the message, and if it sounds interesting to them, they can message you back, and that's basically what it went. So I said, hey, my name is Dan, I'm such and such, I'm looking for this, looking for that. She said the same thing, but she put a little twang on it, she put a little twist to it. She did that little sexy innuendo voice that got my attention. It's funny because when I listened to the message, she was the second person I listened to. I don't know how many men she listened to, but her message was the second one I heard. And then from there, we messaged each other back a couple times. I say, hey, my name's Dan. She said, my name is Malaysia. She went through her synonym, you know, her AKA, her
AKA day, ladies.
She was a representative, basically. She was saying that I was Dan, but she was Malaysia. So I met Malaysia first. So basically, we messaged each other back and forth. Yeah. And I'm a gentleman. I said, you know what? I'll tell you what. Let me give you my number, and then we can go on from there. So this way, you know, you ain't got to go into the call line and do all sorts of stuff back and forth. So I had given her my cell phone number. She had called me on my cell phone.
Wait a minute, slow down.
All right, go ahead. Tell
that was your version.
Give me your version.
Your version, yeah. So it wasn't easy because, you know, I star 67 you. Ladies, you remember that star? I don't know, we still got star 67, baby, but I was about to just give you my...
I didn't know you did that.
Yeah, I did that. I did the star 67. He gave me his... I said, yo, you give me your number. But I'm a star 67 mask. I ain't give you mask. But, you know, so I did hear his and everything. But let me just tell you how his friend gave him the number. Did you tell him that?
Yeah,
okay.
I did.
So my aunt gave me the number. And she was like, girl, you gonna fast this. Girl, you better get on this chat line. I was like, girl, you mean all kinds of being on this line? She was like, girl, you need to get on this chat line. I'm like, okay. She said, kids, you need to have a sexy voice and don't give them your real name. I was like,
she definitely gave the sexy voice, y'all. She did.
Yeah, I had to practice that, you know.
No, exactly. Because she was saying that she was, you know, the sexy blackness. I'm saying, I'm the Italian stallion, the Italiano, all this stuff, you know. And then I guess from there, she knew what I was and I knew what she was, but you gotta remember, you're on the chat line, so you're just talking back and forth.
Right.
You don't have no video, you don't have no profile picture, you don't have none of that. So you're just going by your personality on the phone.
Right.
And we had because remember, we exchanged numbers. So I had her number, she called mine. So we would call each other from time to time. And after about a week, we're probably about a weekend just talking. We haven't met yet. And
we were talking for a long time.
We were talking for about a week or two.
No, but I'm saying when we first talked, we talked like 4 hours,
a lot. But that's what I'm getting to.
Oh, okay.
So on that initial time before we met, I had said, you know, I called her, we were on the phone. I had to, you know, back then, you know, we're talking like, you know, this is 2009. 2009. When we met. So cell phones were what they are today. So I had to keep plugging my phone in. Yeah. My phone kept on almost recharging and dying. We were on the phone for 4 or 5 hours straight. And then by the time I looked at the clock on the phone, I seen what time it is. I said, I think at that point she told me her name right. I said, Kizzy, let me ask you something. She goes, what? I go, where do you live? And she told me where she lived, and I told her where I live. Guess what, guys? Tell him.
He was like 10 minutes away.
We were 10 minutes apart.
10 minutes away.
And I loved her personality. Her personality was beautiful, A+. So I said, if she looks, I said this to myself, if she looks as half as good as her personality, I hit a home run. I won. I hit a home run. And at the time, you know, I was in the southeast part of Chicago. She was in the southeast part of Chicago. And it was a 10-minute drive. I said, can I come see you? We've been on this phone for 4 or 5 hours.
That is, yeah.
Can I come meet you?
I was like, wait a minute.
She's like, yeah, sure. But then tell them what was going on after that.
No, I told her.
At your house.
Yeah. So I told my dad, I said, my dad was visited at my house that day, that weekend. I think he was like, I said, Dad, you know, some guy want to meet me, you know, that I met him on chat line. I said, but here's the kicker here. Let me let you know. He's a white guy. He's like, what? I was like, he's a white guy. He's like, wait a minute, kids. Wait a minute, hold on. I said, wait a minute, he's supposed to meet me. He's supposed to be, he gonna come here. But I want you to be at the door.
She told me to go to the back of the house. And
yeah.
Unbeknownst to me, they had one street light, but other than that, it was pitch black in that alley.
Yeah.
At the back.
But I told my dad, I said, Dad, I need you to be at the door.
Because I'm sorry, for y'all that ain't from Chicago or from where we're from, the alley means the back of the house.
Back of the house.
Right.
Yeah, so I told him and at that time we ain't had no privacy fence, so I said, I need you, this guy, he's supposed to be pulling up, I need you to stay right here. And he said, what you doing meeting a white guy for?
She probably don't dare. I met him on the chat line. I've been talking for days. I just want to see what he looks like.
Don't you like your chocolate? So, you know, it's like chocolate. I'm trying. I don't know what this finna do. This is what I'm telling my dad, like, I don't know what's finna happen. All I know is I'm being a little open-minded. He's like, okay. He's like, I'm gonna watch for you. So, go ahead, Dad. You pull up.
So I pull up, and you know, I don't even know what time it is. It's probably 1, 2 o'clock in the morning.
It was like 2 something in the morning.
It's late. It's after midnight. And
yeah.
I pull up. I call her. Say I'm here. Can you come out? So yeah, I'll be out in a second.
Yeah. And
then she comes out, and then I just see like the silhouette of her, you know, coming down the stairs. It was like a parking lot in the back of the house. It was like I was like, it's like an alley, but it was like an open field.
Like
so
open field, yeah.
I parked in the open field, and then I see a shadow coming, and then she's coming like towards me, towards the light. And then, like I said, there was that street lamp that was above in the back by her backyard. She came up, and I'm doing this. I'm like, let me see what she looks like. And she came in. And
you see that blonde hair?
And then the focus,
platinum blonde
and then
hair.
I was able to focus. I'm like, oh my God, she's gorgeous. Holy crap, she looks so nice.
He's like, baby, I hit the home run.
But she came to the car, and I opened the door for her other gentleman, and I closed the door. I said, hey, nice to meet you. We talked for a couple minutes, and then tell
me what you asked me when we was in the car.
Hey guys, guess what I did? I laid it on her. I said, I don't remember. No, I didn't.
Well, we was talking about a week or so.
You know, so we knew each other, you know,
a little bit
by the way we were talking. But I said, can you do me a favor? She said, what? Yeah, I said, can I have a kiss?
I said, wait a minute now.
She said,
I didn't know. I hesitated.
She didn't say that to me, but that's probably what's going on in her head. That's what's going on in her head. And then she turned.
So you want a kiss?
She said, sure. So we did this. I just gave her.
Gave me a kiss. Yeah.
You know,
gave me a little peck.
Crazy, just a nice little peck.
But that's all it took, y'all.
And then I think from there, you know, I said, let's meet. You know, maybe we can go on a date. You know, we can go out. And then it was great because we went on our first date. We went to downtown Chicago. We went to Hard Rock Cafe. It was real nice. We had a good time. And then the crazy part is
this is really crazy.
We were sitting next to a couple.
Right.
And they were like, they had just came up there. It's like, wow, you guys got great chemistry. You guys are just great. We just like listening to y'all. They were basically.
They were being nosy. You know how you be at the restaurant and people kind of hear your conversation on the side instead of minding their own business.
And the woman's like, you know, she could vouch for me. She's like, oh, y'all so cute. I mean, how long have y'all been together? And then we said, we look at each other and go, this is our first date. And they go, what? And then make a long story short, guys. Now here we are.
Yeah.
15 years married and almost 18 years knowing each other total. Yeah. So that just goes to show that truly love is blind.
Yes, it is.
And
it is.
And just for everybody out there that's ever had second thoughts about going outside your race or going outside whatever, don't be afraid because you never know where you will find your true love.
You really don't.
You don't. And life is short and sometimes you got to take chances. And what she said originally when we met, she thought we were going to be together for a season. Because remember, we met like March, April. So it was about this time of the year because now we're going into June. Well, it's starting to get nice. She's
Oh, yeah, it was nice.
maybe I'll be with this dude like for a summer. Or
Just for the summer love.
Just for summer. Just for the
You
summer.
know, so, you know, because we, you know, at that time, see, we're going to tell you a little bit more as we go.
Right.
Through this channel about our journey together. Little things that we have done and manifested through this journey. And we know that I know now, and I'm sure Dan know now, that God was ordering our steps during this marriage, because when I tell you how we got married, when we got married, how everything transpired, y'all gonna be like, girl, a lot of women gonna be like, you crazy.
what y'all go through? And we're not saying everything is, you know, puppy dogs and ice cream. Nothing's perfect.
No, it ain't nothing perfect.
So we're not trying to say we're a perfect couple, perfect relationship. No. Yeah,
because you got to understand that Dan, he's Italian stallion. Right. I call him my Negro Italian, but you know.
She calls me my
Italian Negro.
Italian Negro.
Because when I met him, I'm thinking in my head like, we'll get this white boy. I don't know what's going on with this white man, you know. But then as I got to know him and I got to really kind of like really know him, I said, wait a minute, he been around somebody who he been around the culture a little bit. So he already was dating a black girl before me. So I was like, I'm not his first world love.
Right,
now.
And not that though, but I grew up in in Chicago. It's very multiracial in Chicago. Y'all know, if you guys are from Chicago, you know that I grew up with all kinds of different races. So growing up, I didn't judge you by the color of your skin. I judged you for you.
Your character.
Your character, your personality, how you are. If you were cool, you're cool. If you weren't, you weren't. I didn't judge you by how you looked or the color of your skin or how you carried yourself. I judged you as a person.
But I tell you one thing, that summer that we was together, woo, my family, when they met him, oh my God. We got to tell y'all all these stories because...
We got some great stories.
We got some great stories. And then, you know, he met me when I had 6 children. Let me say that again. He met me when I had 6 children. And so,
and then at the and too, you know, she was going through some personal things. I was going through some dark personal stuff. You know, I had lost a parent.
Yeah,
I had recently been through a very rough divorce, so it was a lot. It was a lot. So I think we both met each other at a time when we both needed each other. We needed that love, that companionship, that
and we just had a good time.
We had fun. We had fun. We always went to Navy Pier.
Yeah.
And plus when I met the kids, oh
my God,
the kids went crazy.
The kids, they grown now.
I was Mr. Gifts, you know, DVDs.
My God.
Back when DVDs were racing.
Oh my goodness. Oh, he knew how. Look, he knew how to come in the house. He knew how to walk in the house at the house when he came in. He didn't come in the house like,
gents, you know,
I'm coming to see your mama. No, my boys at the door like, what? So they sit at the door like, but I don't know when did we first meet? How'd you meet the kids? It was like 4 months later. Like we dated for that summer. It was maybe
3-4 months. I think I met him in like probably July.
Yeah,
we met in April. So June, July, maybe April. 2 months, maybe 2 months.
2-3 months we met.
And then we all went to.
I had to tell him, y'all.
We all went to Wolf Lake by the.
Oh, we had a picnic.
We had a picnic. Yeah. And then because they came from different households, because some of the kids lived with their dad, some lived with Kizzy. So we actually set it up to where we took a couple of them to Navy Pier one time. And then we took a couple to the park, and then we just did a lot. We were taking the pizza and beggars and all that stuff. So we just always had a good time, and we were a great blended family.
Yeah, we was. We actually we are a great blended family.
And everybody gets along, and it's amazing. We love it, and just that's pretty much how we met on the short version.
Yeah, that's how we met on the short version.
But we got a lot more stuff. What we're gonna bring on this channel is entrepreneur stuff, how we make our money, how we are in relationships, how everything goes with that. We're gonna talk about moving abroad and setting yourself up to leave the country, and there's just so much stuff we want to talk about. But we just want everybody to share, subscribe, and be inspired to go to the next level and go that next plateau for yourself.
And let me just say this to to the audience, and if you're tuning in to us, my husband he's starting his channel as well, but we're going to work on Kizzylicious Global, and how we imagine our life is to living abroad and living abundantly globally, meaning like any area of your life, you can manifest whatever you want. When we get to tell you about some of the things that have like manifested in our lives,
it's great
since we've been together.
It's been absolutely phenomenal, amazing.
And we're going to tell you we're going to tell you about the challenges. We're going to tell you about some of those too, because in order for you to grow, you got to have some challenges. You got to be uncomfortable. So, you know,
Absolutely.
so, you know, Dan been on his job over 30 years. I've been in the insurance field for over 13 years.
She's been
the
in sales.
for
She's been in sales
30
for
plus
25,
years,
30 years. Yeah.
And so we have a lot of wisdom and a lot of experience, and but we also wants to receive that as
We
well.
do, yes.
So, you know,
And we want to share with y'all. We want to take y'all on our journey.
Yes, and we want to hear your journey. We want this to be interactive.
Right. We want to be interactive, and we're going to be doing all platforms. We're going to be on here.
Yeah.
We're going to be on Instagram. We're going to be on TikTok. All that stuff, and we're going to be doing shorts.
And we're new to this.
We're new to this.
We're new to this, so be patient with us.
Right, we're learning.
As we learn it, because of course, you know, we in our 50s, and so we're trying to grow on YouTube. And any kind of look, I'm a person that I'm okay with criticism. I can deal with it. Okay, if I'm in sales, I've been in sales long. It don't bother me. So,
we got tough skin, y'all.
So we got tough skin. So you know, if you got some interactions, you know, definitely drop in the comment. You know, drop in the comment section about if you in an interracial relationship. We want to talk about that, because there is challenges in the relationship, but there also is blessings. I think the blessings outweigh the challenges.
That's 100%. That's 100%.
I would say that. I would say the blessings out. You know, being new when we were first dating and being new in the new together, we had to learn each other. Ooh, that first year was very uncomfortable for me, as I got to learn.
Yeah, because she had to.
Dan.
Hey guys, you know what she had to do? You know what she had to do? She had to go from the chocolate to the semi-chocolate. I'm not vanilla, but I'm like a pecan / you know, I'm like a little mixture of stuff. I'm not all the way.
Chocolate with the white
Caucasian.
Only thing you see is the eyeballs. No, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Right. We're just playing, guys.
No, I'm just playing.
We like to have fun, though.
No,
we like to have fun, so,
for real though. But yeah, you have to, you know, because of the culture.
Different backgrounds, different upbringings, different everything.
Even though we met we were like 10 minutes apart, we had two different cultures.
Right.
And that we had to blend together as one.
But like I said, at the same time though, love truly is blind if you find it.
Yeah.
And you have to work at it.
You remember, really do.
We met 17, 18 years ago.
Wow.
I'm a different Dan.
Yes.
She's a different Kizzy. And like we say, you live
this
world in cycles. We say you live like from cycles, everywhere from 5 to 7 years you have your different cycles. I'm not the same guy I was 5 years ago. She's not the same woman she was 5 years ago. And another 5 years will probably gonna be different then too, because you get older,
you're growing,
you know, but
you
get wisdom, you learn from mistakes, you get better. Hopefully you get better. Some people you elevate, and we want to elevate mind, body, and spirit. So we're gonna go on our health journey with y'all.
Yes,
we're gonna go on a health journey. We're gonna go on stuff when we do our hauls. We're gonna do stuff when we're letting stuff go. We want to live minimal and live light, and just, you know, we instead of through all these years we've been accumulating all these stuff, because when we were kids we couldn't have it. So now that we're adult, we have adult money. We think in our mind, I didn't have that when I was a kid. I didn't have those shoes. I didn't have that car. I didn't have this. But we want to downsize and live minimal.
Yeah.
We're gonna do that.
But we want to downsize material wise, but we want to live abundantly, spiritual,
and mentally, physically,
and enjoy experiences versus really relying on material blessings.
And possessions.
Possessions. Because sometimes I think living here, that's what made us decide that we would want to live abroad, not only to retire a little early, but also to experience other cultures.
For sure.
Because I think sometimes you forget, and you know, when you wake up in the morning, you definitely have to have a gratitude mindset.
Yes.
Because it's other people in different countries that of course they wake up, but they may not wake up with all the possessions that you have or the luxuries that you have, but they still remain happy.
That they do.
They still remain happy. And I think, how can we service? You know, how can we service? And how can we how can we contribute, and how can we learn and grow? So that's what we're on. I'm looking forward to meeting you guys and you all sharing your experiences with us. You know, drop in the comment if you are currently thinking about living abroad. Drop in the comment if you are currently in an interracial relationship, or drop in the comment if you just want a fresh start, something renewed,
a better quality of life.
Better quality of life.
Right.
What's some of the things that you really want to change about you to have a better version of you?
And if you guys have any questions, about us, if you have any questions about us,
we'd like to hear
drop
it
in the comments.
Yeah, drop some
we'll
questions.
We'll answer all the comments. We'll be interacting with you guys, and
yes,
this is just the beginning.
Yes.
So in signing off, like you say, your name is?
My name is Kiz.
And my name is Dan, and we are
the DeBlazays. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.